I'd like to call to order the City Council meeting for September 3rd, 2019. Councilman Brown. Ready, sir?
Oh, there he is.
We'll start off with the call to order with the invocation by Reverend Rusty Akers and Pledge of Allegiance by Councilmember Manfredi. Oh, excuse me, Community of Hope Church for Reverend Akers.
God, let's pray about tonight, Father. First of all, I just want to pray for our sons and daughters, our brothers and sisters, moms and dads, God, that are standing on the wall of freedom around the world, God. Just protect them. We pray for our brothers and sisters in the Bahamas, God, who have been ravaged by a storm, and our friends on the East Coast that are preparing for that storm. We pray for the City Council and our city we call home, Maricopa. We just ask all these things in your name.
Amen.
Please join us in the pledge. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a little treat for you tonight. Thank you very much, Maricopa's finest. Thank you. I thought we'd give you a little treat here today, this evening. Going with the roll call, and by the way, Councilmember Smith is excused. She won't be with us here this evening. And the mayor is with us, hovering in the atmosphere. So I'm sure we'll hear his voice on occasion. Right, Mr. Mayor?
Of course.
Councilmember Brown?
Here.
Councilwoman Gussie?
Here.
Councilmember Manfredi?
here.
Councilmember Smith? Councilmember Vitiello?
Here.
Mayor Price?
Here.
Vice Mayor Wade?
Here.
Vice Mayor, we have a quorum.
Thank you very much. At this time, I have the honor of being able to present a proclamation for a very special event that happens here once a year. And it's a proclamation for the Paint the Town Red, which shows Ram pride in honor of Homecoming 2019. And of course, we're going to win this game, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's have to win the game, definitely. It's not enough just to have great hamburgers from the club. So whereas Maricopa High School is showing their Ram pride in honor of Homecoming 2019, and whereas community groups and individuals are showing support for our local schools by partnering with the Maricopa High School student organizations to promote school spirit, and whereas by showing pride in our schools, we are showing pride in our students and their teachers and encouraging them to excel in the classroom and in their community, and whereas local businesses will compete with each other to show the most school spirit during Paint the Town Red by creatively decorating their businesses, and whereas homecoming is a time to reflect on hometown memories and bring the community together to make new memories with safe, school-spirited, themed fun, and now, therefore, I, Henry M. Wade, Jr., Vice Mayor for the City of Maricopa, do hereby proclaim September 9th through 13th as Paint the Town Red Week and September 13th as Ram Pride Day, and call upon all citizens of Maricopa to show Ram Pride by decorating their homes and businesses to the school colors and by supporting our students, teachers, and school faculty. Dated this third day of September 2019, which I will present to you, sir. Man, that was fun. I get to do some fun stuff up here. This is great. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Appreciate it, sir.
You're welcome.
At this time, I'd like to offer a report from the mayor, but offer the council members an opportunity to talk about some of the things that they've done throughout the last couple of weeks. Anybody have anything? Councilmember Brown?
Yes, Mr. Vice Mayor, several things I'd like to report. On August the 8th, I attended a prayer vigil at Copper Sky, which was sponsored by you. It was in honor of those citizens who were killed, El Paso, Texas, and Dayton, Ohio. Since then, we've had other shootings, but the whole purpose of recognizing what's happening is to at least try to give some comfort to the families whose loved ones leave this earth much too soon for no apparent reason, just that people are insane. It was a good turnout. A number of our local clergy were there, including Rusty Akers, who spoke very brilliantly. On the 20th to the 23rd, along with several of my colleagues, I attended the League of Cities, Arizona League of Cities in Tucson, where we covered a number of issues. The one workshop that I found very interesting was the one on transportation, which obviously is something that we're very much concerned about. As a matter of fact, after our main conference, and that final day's breakfast, we had a little round robin of different elected officials going to different tables. Matter of fact, that was the mayor's idea. And I sat at the table with the mayor of Prescott, discussing their problem was the employment opportunities in Prescott Town and Prescott Valley. The mayor of Sedona, Mayor Moriarty, was concerned about building affordable housing in that city. As you know, it's a very beautiful city, and she's concerned about the population being able to afford some of that beautiful housing that they have there. The 29th of August, the 26th of August, I attended the Piqua Executive Committee while some of the citizens have complained with that anagram. What does it mean? It's the Pinal County Water Augmentation Authority. And we met to discuss possibility of hiring a full-time lobbyists. And there are 4 names that we were going through, and we'll have a final decision within the next 2 weeks on who we select. The 29th, as a member of the Attorney General's African American Advisory Council, we met for 2 hours and 56 minutes with Speaker of the House, Rusty Bowers, with 2 of his staff members, the main subject being criminal justice in the state of Arizona. For too long, black men and Latino men have been routinely killed by members of law enforcement or imprisoned, oftentimes erroneously, and many decades later found out that they were innocent through DNA or other evidence. Speaker Bowers was a bit taken aback by some of the statistics, but it turns out there are 18 men right now on death row, and there are 46,000 prisoners in our prisons right now. There was another discussion in terms of bail bonds. There's a major problem with that. Many men who served years in prison and are released after evidence, after DNA. In Arizona, there's no remuneration, no way to repay these men who have been in prison many times, 20, 30 years. And something is quite interesting. Just last week, there was a lady, Kathy Woods, released from prison in Louisiana, who had been in prison for 35 years for murder, and turns out DNA proved that she was innocent. She will get $3 million from the state of Louisiana. Arizona doesn't have such a law. So those men who are in prison, many times on death row, who finally are released, they get zilch after many years. And worst thing, when they are released after all those years, there's very often no support system, no employment opportunities. So what happens? They return to prison. We have a major problem in this country because of that issue. But Arizona has a real problem. The speaker sat there, listened. He didn't fidget, act like he wanted to leave. And he assured us that he will look into several of those issues. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Did you have something? No? Okay. Thank you very much. Sorry, you did. Okay. Sorry, Councilman.
I just wanted to make a request. American Legion Post 153 is collecting books for imprisoned veterans. So Pinal County Sheriff's Office has allowed us to collect books and take them into the jail. So if anyone has any books, we did have a book drive just on Sunday. We will be collecting used books, any genre, for our inmates, veteran inmates in Pinal County. Also, next council meeting, September 17th, we'll be celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. It runs between September 15th and October 15th. We will have right here in the lobby, we'll have mariachis, food, dancers, and a display hopefully by the Maricopa Arts Committee. And by the way, great job, Maricopa Arts Committee. Beautiful display right outside. This will be a collaboration between the Maricopa Public Library that will have programming, Hispanic Heritage Month programming. Also, Ultrastar Auction will have some programming for us. Zumba will be free over at Copper Sky. And the multi-gen night, the game night will be Loteria. We'll be announcing all of this next council meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilwoman. Mr. Mayor, did you have something that you wanted to share?
Thank you, Vice Mayor, appreciate it. I'm just going to give a quick update here. Obviously, as Councilmember Brown said, we were at the Arizona League of Cities and Towns here, I believe it was last week, and spent a whole hefty amount of time. I think we put in 70, 80 hours of work last week, but Maricopa was a bright shining star there as we were in charge of a lot of the events, as we said, as the president of the league, and so it was a great opportunity to really get Maricopa showcased and out there and for everyone to see. Also participated in a KJZZ interview about a variety of things here in Maricopa, and that was on the air, and that's been put on our website and such. Also, we had 12 News out here the other day doing an interview on Copper Sky and Esports League and the things that are going on there. And so that was a wonderful opportunity to showcase something that only Maricopa is doing, and we anticipate great and exciting things to come from that. Also participated in the GPEC Ambassadors as we lead that group as well, and had a whole bunch of people talking about GPEC, what we do. We have some really interesting plans this year for talking with our legislators and other things, so stay tuned for more on that. And then I also had the opportunity to speak with about 250 Heritage Academy students here this past week and talk about leadership and other things to them. So a lot going on in the city of Maricopa, not to mention all the other things that are transpiring and you guys have already talked about. So again, thanks for your guys' service, but again, a lot of stuff going on in the city and great things are ahead. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. We moved into item number 5, a report from the city manager.
Vice Mayor Wade, I have no report tonight. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Then we move to item 6, to call to the public, and I'll just go ahead and make sure we're understanding the procedures for that. The procedures follow: if you address the council requests that you express your ideas in 3 minutes or less, unless previously agreed to longer time, and refrain from personal attacks or derogatory statements about any city employee, a fellow citizen, or anyone else, whether in audience or not. I will limit the discussion whenever it deems such an action is appropriate to the proper conduct of the meeting if so needed. At the conclusion of the open call to the public, individual members of the council may respond to criticism made by those who have addressed the council, may not respond, but may ask staff to review a matter or not take that matter and put it for future agenda. However, members of the council shall not discuss or take legal action or any matter during the open or call to the public unless the matters are properly noticed for discussion and legal action. And I have a number of agenda cards, and I'm just going to call them in the order that they were presented to me. And if it's anyone that did not fill out a speaker card and wanted to address the call to the public at the end of the speaker card, you may be able to do so. So the first person I have is Jennifer Burke. You come forward and press the button there on the microphone. Oh, you're all together. Okay.
We're all together.
Oh, okay.
Like the Three Musketeers.
Taking over.
They don't get 9 minutes. Ambassador and the ambassador co-chair as well?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Antonia and Tammy.
Hi.
Hi.
Good evening to Mayor Price, Vice Mayor Wade, council members, city manager, and all of our wonderful city staff. This is my first time, so I'm a little bit nervous. First of all, we'd like to thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to be here to speak with you and our community today. We are here to represent the magnificent Maricopa Chamber of Commerce. I am Tammy Kidd. I am the co-chair for the Ambassadors Committee. Antonia Presame is our chair. I sort of follow her lead wherever we go. I want to give a big thank you to all of our members and our chamber board and the board members who bring all of their diverse experience and their skills, things that they love to communicate to others out there in the community. Thank you to our chairman, Tammy Johnson, which I don't believe she is here with us today. We are always and appreciative of the continuous encouragement and empowerment that is contributed to our chamber, and we like to give that out to the community as much as we can. We're extremely happy about the direction that the Maricopa Chamber is taking. Like many businesses in the summertime, things slow down a little bit, but here at the chamber we do not. We continue to work very, very hard to improve ideas and our thoughts and what we can put together to bring to our community. The Chamber is focused on our member-to-member collaborations and our member presence in this community. We've got some great, amazing, kind, giving members, and we love that we all get to work together so well in that respect. We're always on the go. We're always working with other networking groups throughout the city and throughout other cities, actually, to get good ideas and work together. We don't compete with one another. We just work hard to make sure that we're contributing and supporting our community. We want to always be able to give back, and that's what we're here for. So, off to Miss Antonia here. I heard that voice down below.
So as Tammy mentioned, we love to work with the different groups the networking groups that we have in town, and we have many that a lot of our members are involved with as well. So we have BANG, which is the Business Alliance Networking Group. We work with BNI, Boss Moms of Maricopa, BNG, DYI, Ladies of Maricopa, and Sisters with Style and Empowerment.
You're good. Go ahead.
Okay. But anyways, with that being said, we had a busy month with going to different events and having our community work. We had Ultra Star and Adam Sachs bringing in the Heritage Academy School, which was awesome. Matt Sheldon of Pioneer Title Agency, Brandon Howard, and Danielle Colasso of Adobe Blinds doing back-to-school supplies. So they had at least 20 backpacks for students going back to school. So that was really great. Dickies and Honeycut Coffee recognizing communities, first responders. And with that being said, we have the new Women in Business Committee, and for that we have Ms. Jennifer Burke from Ultrastar.
Good evening. I'm Jennifer Burke with Ultrastar Multitainment Center, and I am the new chairperson of the Women in Business Committee. We had our first meeting on June 19th, so we're very new. But we managed to have about 8 of the chamber members on the committee right now. We have a purpose statement. The Women in Business Committee put together 4 women-oriented and women-attended revenue-generating events a year with speakers, sponsored tables, raffle items, etc. The Women in Business Committee will also provide programs and opportunities in leadership and volunteerism, development, education, social outings, and networking for women in business. We try to do this 4 different ways. The first way is to produce revenue-generating events for the Maricopa Chamber of Commerce. So far, since June, we have raised $5,600. That's by doing the charity auction table in the lobby of Ulster Multitainment Center, and a portion of whatever you win goes back to the chamber. We are also going to roll out the 110% Club, where members of the Maricopa Chamber of Commerce can elect to donate 10% or more of their existing dues to the chamber. We will also have another revenue-generating event. It won't be until 2020, but we're going to get 5 coffee shops and 5 restaurants in town to money. One of the big things we are doing with this money is Women in Business would like to sponsor. So we are going to announce it at the dinner, which will be in January. Networking event, our first event, which was a bowling event, 2 seminars. We're getting the young entrepreneurs involved, which is another new committee. They just started in June as well. We're just finding different ways to give back to women in business in the city of Maricopa through the Chamber of Commerce, any other networking group that you're with, or none at all. So we can all get together and help each other. 17 seconds. So yes, so please look for those. Everyone is invited, and I hope to see you at the next one.
Thank you very much, ladies. Appreciate it, both three of you. Thank you. Next up, I have Susan Cameron to discuss the gallery. You look like a piece of art that you should be out there as well. It's fantastic. I love the outfit. It's great.
You like this dress?
Yes, piece of art.
Too abstract and like, that late night TV. Thank you. Okay, Mayor Price, in cyberspace, wherever you are, Vice Mayor Wade, council members, and friends and neighbors of Maricopa, love you all. So today, we opened up our new gallery in the hallway, right there, with, I believe we have 22 pieces of art, quilting, bead making, we have acrylic on canvas, watercolor. The group of artists that were just about 8 people before has increased to about 13 now. And we're getting bigger all the time, finally pulling those artists out of their little rooms. And I know, I hunker down myself. But anyway, the Chamber of Commerce was so wonderful. Look at you. Antonia Presame did this lovely flyer for us, listing all the artists, and the Chamber was the sponsor as well for that wonderful display of food that we had, and the drinks, things like that. So I just want everybody to take some time, come in, go down that hallway, and look at the beautiful pieces of artwork. We have a great deal of talent in this town. There's jewelry makers too. The quilts are just unbelievable. And the amount of hours and love that these people put into their artwork is amazing. Sorry, I keep turning that way.
That's okay.
But anyway, that's what I wanted to let everybody know. It'll be running till the end of December. We've been putting it out on social network. We'll also have an article in Maricopa magazine, thanks to Raquel. And also the folks from the Monitor were here tonight, got a lot of photographs, things like that, to get people to go, hey, look at that, we have a gallery, let's go. So thank you all so much, and I really appreciate the support. This is through the Maricopa City Art Committee, which gathers here, and we get support from Nancy Smith and Nathan, right there, look at him. And we've been moving forward with some wonderful ideas. So everything's going forward, and we're very excited about it. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Susan. Appreciate it very much. Appreciate what you do. Next up, we have Dr. John Mary, and it says Levi, but I didn't see Levi, so is he absent while leave? Okay. Please come forward. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council. I am Dr. John Donahue.
And I'm May.
My wife, May. And
Pass out.
you're passing the flag. We represent Kids Day Maricopa.
Well,
Kids Day is having its 12th annual event over at Maricopa Wells Middle School on the 21st of this month from 10 to 4. It is based on health, safety, and environmental awareness. We have about 100 activities for kids, and they're all like educated, related, with a lot of fun involvement. We have things from like water safety, gun safety, bike safety, healthcare, recycling, just a number of events.
Like the 4-H club will be there with the petting zoo, and we also have it's Smokey Bear's 75th birthday, and so we've ordered 1,000 cupcakes. And to join him to celebrate his birthday with the City of Maricopa is also going to be Big Red from the Cardinals, Stryker, and the Sidewinders from the Arizona Rattlers, and then we have Baxter from the Arizona Diamondbacks. We also have the Phoenix Suns and the Mercuries that are going to be there celebrating, because we're all about sports. Esports will be there, Someone told me there's something about Fortnite. The kids are really into Fortnite. So we have a lot of fun plans for our children and for our families. We have other programs like First Things First, Head Start. We're going to have a pony ride and with the 4-H and 4G tackle and let's see. This wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for all the support in the community and our city council and our mayor. 12 years later, I still can't believe I'm saying 12 years. We have anywhere between 6,000 and 10,000 that attend. So it's a lot of us volunteers behind the scenes, DECA, Interact, all of our high school, that everyone in the community gets together and makes this happen and, really helps educate our children, through water safety and recently the heat, our schools, we start schools so much earlier now in July, and so, just trying to heat awareness and.
Yeah, Maricopa PD comes out and they help.
They do a canine demo and motorcycle demo. The children are very excited about. We have our Maricopa Fire Department. Thank you guys so much. They're on hand. The kids love the fire station and the fire trucks.
So if there's anybody who wants to get involved, you can contact us at 520-494-7788.
Or at Kids Day Maricopa Facebook. And I'd like to thank our sponsors just really quick. I know I'm at our limit. I appreciate it. And it wouldn't be possible without the support of like Auction, Walmart, Hensley, Ace Hardware, Global Water, Journey Methodist Church, Ultrastar, Mock Development, Southwestern Pediatrics, the UPS Store, Hey Maricopa TV, Premier Orthodontist, Aspen Orthodontist, Great Western Bank, Empire West, the Maricopa Rotary that helps coordinate and organize this, and the many, many, many others. Thank you so much. It is definitely, we are the village, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any questions for you guys? Do you have questions, or you're good?
Are we good?
See you there.
Mr. Vice Mayor and ladies and gentlemen, I can attest to a wonderful event, Kids Day. It's a full day of great fun and knowledge. Please attend.
And we have free food and toys. I forgot about the most important, and
that
snow cones and cotton
frozen
candy.
ice is delicious.
3,000 snow cones last year.
You guys really should be commended for what you've done for the last 12 years. And I don't know, I wasn't here year one, but I've been here for probably year 3 on, and it's been fantastic.
And I can't believe I'm nervous after 12 years. I should be old hat, right?
You're not nervous that nobody will come, do you? Because they're going to come, definitely. So, thank you guys very much.
Thank you so much.
John?
Thank you.
Could you email that to me when you get a chance?
Will do.
The flyer?
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Send it, right?
And next we have Judith Zimont to talk about some really fun stuff that's going to be happening. I won't give away the secret, let you do it.
Good evening, Mayor Price, Vice Mayor Wade, city officials, city council members, friends and neighbors. I'm speaking tonight as a co-director of Maricopa Arts Council, and I'm not allowed to do this officially, but I'm also a member of the City Arts Committee. So, but I'm speaking as a co-director of the Arts Council about the richness of our city's arts. You just heard this from Susan Cameron when discussing the visual arts, and we had a magnificent example right here in the chamber tonight with Ivan Poor's students from the band program at Maricopa High School, beautifully rehearsed, ready to deliver. That's the caliber of the arts of the entire creative community in Maricopa. And an index of that is that this year, the Arizona Commission on the Arts has given community investment grants both to Maricopa Arts Council and to Copa Shorts Film Fest. This is a first for the city. Thank you. All of this is prelude to what I'm really here to talk about, which is a truly exciting, dazzling, multifaceted, Arts First for our city that's going to start next month, Arts Fest Maricopa. All the city's top-tier arts groups leaders have collaborated to create 2 glorious Saturday showcases at Maricopa High School Performing Arts Center. Endorsed and with early sponsorship by both the City of Maricopa's Arts Committee and the independent nonprofit Maricopa Arts Council, Arts Fest Maricopa features presentations on stage and up close and personal for all audience members on 2 expanded Saturday evening showcases at the high school PAC. The dates are Saturday, October 19th, 2019, and Saturday, February 1st, 2020. Maricopa's creative community energizes our city, enriching the fabric of our lives at every turn and significantly expanding the city's profile on the cultural and expressive edge. Starting in late spring, for the first time, all of the city's long-standing arts organizations came together to collaborate and organize Arts Fest Maricopa. The major groups participating include, but are not limited to, Desert Sun Performing Arts Dance Academy, Maricopa Music Circle Chamber Orchestra, Maricopa Community Theater, Copa Shorts Film Fest, Maricopa Chorus, and visual artists and crafters. These varied ensembles will be joined by music and visual artworks by students from both Heritage Academy's Charter School, which just opened here in Maricopa, and Arts Intensive Experience School, and Maricopa High School, and by winners from the recent All Maricopa Poetry Slams. This is really a panoply of the arts. The 2 evenings have their presentations grouped around individual themes. In the fall, Arts Without Words. In February, Arts with Words. The October 19th showcase is titled Music and Movement, with main stage performances featuring orchestral music and dance, plus introductions and commentary by actors from MCT. The intermezzo lobby performance will be by a small ensemble from a local school, enjoyed as audience members walk about viewing wall art and sculpture by both Maricopa High School students and established artists and crafters. February 1st brings us Song and Story. Main stage performances by the Chorus and by Copa Shorts Film Fest, with introductions and commentary by MCT. The intermezzo lobby performance will be Poetry Slam, and again, the chance to walk about and view the visual arts. Arts Fest Maricopa organizers very much appreciate the support from the City Arts Committee, and in particular thank Nathan Olio, Director of Community Services for the city. Nathan's the one that originally sparked this idea. Thank you, Nathan.
All right.
And of course, we are hugely grateful to the sponsors who have come forth and already declared and promised. These include city officials and private citizens who are dedicated arts fans in the long term. But we continue to seek additional sponsorship, because sponsored donations make all the difference. Sponsors will be fully acknowledged in all of our print materials, starting next week with our handbills and posters. Check them out around town, and distributed certainly at Stagecoach Days and later at Maricopa. The nonprofit Maricopa Arts Council is serving as a single point of communication and the treasurer for all sponsored donations. You can reach Maricopa Arts Council at macmaricopa@gmail.com. Tickets are already on sale through brownpapertickets.com, and early bird pricing is a steal. Both events for just $24. Visit Arts Fest Maricopa at brownpapertickets.com. For a bit more about our October 19th event, please check this month's issue of InMaricopa.com magazine, where there's a full page about the first showcase in Arts Fest Maricopa. And plan to be there on October 19th and February 1st for all of us to experience firsthand our city's enthusiastic, creative best. I'd like to close by saying the following. The arts in this city have no home. There is no building that's dedicated just to Maricopa's own creative community. And it is therefore very precious to all of the artists in town, no matter what their domain, to have the generous provision made by the city of Maricopa that we may use the Performing Arts Center at the high school at no fee for this event. That makes all the difference. Now, our sponsors will continue to come forward. We want to shake the hands of every one of you, and I end with a big thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Judith. Thank you very much, Judith. That was all of the cards. Does anyone else want to approach for the call to the public? Henry. No? Not seeing any, okay. I think it's at this time that it would be appropriate for me to mention that the city of Maricopa, one of our own, lost her precious daughter last week, Nolene Jose. And Jackie Martinez, our employee, want to make sure that if we could offer a moment of silence for her and her family, and just when you go home, hug your kids a little closer. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Moving forward with the agenda, I'd like to recognize the minutes for our August 6th work session, for August 6th council regular meeting, and our August 6th special meeting.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second, moved and second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you very much. Appreciate that, sir and gentlemen. Moving forward to item number 8, the consent agenda. There was none that came forward to remove anything from the consent agenda, so can I have a motion for the agenda items?
So moved.
So moved and second. Moved by Councilmember Manfredi, second by Councilmember Brown. Moving on to item number 9. Oh, excuse me, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Aye.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 9, regular agenda and/or public hearings. We actually don't have any public hearings, but on item 9.1, resolution 19-42, the resolution of the mayor, city council, city of Maricopa approving land use assumptions, infrastructure improvements plan, and preliminary development fee report, and declaring those documents to be filed with the city clerk of the city of Maricopa to be a public record. Open for discussion and action. Hello.
Good evening, Vice
Good evening.
Mayor Wade, Mayor Price, and members of the council. The item before you is for consideration as a resolution approving the land use assumptions, the infrastructure improvement plan, and the preliminary development fee report for the 2019 update. Although the draft land use assumption and infrastructure improvement plan report contains 3 elements, the land use assumptions and infrastructure improvement plan must be approved prior to the adoption of the proposed development fees. Staff recommends that the mayor and city council formally adopt, pursuant to Arizona Revised Statutes 9-463.05, the land use assumptions, infrastructure improvements plan, and preliminary development fees report, which serves as the basis for the development impact fee proposed to be effective February 2nd, 2020. If adopted, staff recommends posting the notice of intent to modify development impact fees effective February 2nd, 2020, and to establish October 15th, 2019 as the date of the public hearing.
Thank you.
Council, if I may, you may recall that we presented the plan in detail at a previous meeting, and this is just this next step in that process.
Yes, sir, Mr. City Manager, we all do recall that.
Yes.
Do you have a motion?
So moved.
Second. We have a motion by Councilwoman Gussie and second by Councilmember Vitiello. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right, thank you. Moving on to item 9.2. Again, this is a resolution by the Mayor and City Council of the City of Maricopa, Arizona, approving and adopting a minor general plan use amendment to change the land use from commercial employment to mixed use for approximately 30 acres of land generally located at the southeast corner of of Bowling Road and John Wayne Parkway with the City of Maricopa, within the City of Maricopa incorporated city limits.
Mayor and Vice Mayor, Council members, before we go into this, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our new staff member to the Planning and Zoning Division, Adam Shipley, who's our Planning and Zoning Analysis. He joined the City of Maricopa team earlier this year of Economic Development, but through the transition of a couple changes, is now with the Planning and Zoning Division Department. So I just want to quickly just welcome him to the Maricopa team, introduce introduction to City Council and to the rest of City.
What is Adam's last name?
Shipley. So with that, I'll go and hand it off to Adam. Go ahead.
Welcome, Adam.
Welcome, Adam.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor Price and Vice Mayor Wade and council members. Is this my remote? Thank you. Okay, so tonight I'm here to request on behalf of the city a general plan amendment of 3 city properties, Copper Sky parcels 510, 12, 14E, 510, 12, 14H, and Lot 1 of 510, 12, 124M. This is approximately 30 acres. We would like to amend this general plan land use from commercial and employment to mixed use. So this is an aerial of the 3 properties in question. The current land use, as you can see, is approximately 1 2/3 commercial and 1 2/3 employment, and we're looking to change this to mixed use. So the public notice timeline, as required per the zoning code, notification letters were mailed out, a sign was posted on the property, and an ad was published in Maricopa Monitor and Casa Grande Dispatch. Public outreach happened on July 10th. We had a neighborhood meeting on July 25th. And August 12th was the P&Z Commission discussion and action, and they voted to approve. So the staff finds that the submittal items of GPA 1902 are significantly compliant with 50808 of City of Maricopa Zoning Code. The general plan amendment is consistent with the intent of the general plan, as the proposed mixed use designation will still contain the commercial and employment elements. The general plan amendment will allow the city to continue its development plan for the proposed Copper Sky commercial project, and the general plan amendment will not negatively impact the health, safety, and general welfare of the area, and will promote growth in an orderly manner. So staff recommends staff finds the submittal items of GPA 1902 to be compliant again with 50805, and we recommend the approval of case GPA 1902. And I'm available for questions.
Thank you, Adam. Any questions, Council?
I just had a question.
Yes, ma'am.
This is ordinance 19-11, correct?
No, this is.
No, we haven't gotten to.
I don't have an agenda with me.
No, I'm just trying to.
This is a resolution.
Item 9.2, resolution 19-43.
Okay, and this is, you had mentioned 30 acres, and this says 20 acres.
Correct. So the general plan amendment is for 30 acres. The rezoning is for 20 acres because approximately 10 acres of those are already zoned appropriately.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's 2 items. The next one will be the ordinance for the 20 acres.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? I had a question on the outreach to community. Was there a showing that we have number of people that showed up and wanted to express their opinions?
We had 3 people show up to the neighborhood meeting, and nobody expressed an opinion at that time. We did have one resident mail-in, and her concern was that she wanted the area to be park space, but currently the general plan amendment, as I said, is a mixture of commercial and employment, so it's not changing it from park space to mixed use, it's changing it from, it was never intended to be park space. So that was the only official comment that we received.
Thank you. And City Manager, just for the purpose of education, we'll be going down this road again here with other parcels as we continue on with our commercial development, correct?
Yes, that's correct. The plan was purchased originally for this purpose. It was zoned originally for this purpose. The mixed-use zone just allows a little more flexibility with its application. It achieves the same goals and objectives, and we're not taking any public lands out of park settings as with these changes.
Okay, great. Any other questions? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second. Moved by Councilmember Manfredi, second by Councilwoman Gussie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Vice Mayor? Can we do a roll
Sorry,
call?
roll call. Sorry, thank you very much.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, there's a roll call for this resolution.
Councilmember Vitiello?
Yes.
Councilmember Brown?
Yes.
Councilmember Manfredi?
Yes.
Councilwoman Gussie?
Yes.
Mayor Price?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Wade?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Thank you for keeping me straight. All right, we move on to item number 9.3. This is ordinance 1911, Councilwoman. An ordinance of the Mayor City Council of the City of Maricopa, Arizona, approving and adopting an amendment to the city's zoning map to zone certain property described in zoning case ZON 19-2 for approximately 20.2 acres of land generally located on the southeast corner of the John Wayne Parkway, SR 347, and Bowling Road, within the City of Maricopa Incorporated limits. The parcel of land is situated in a portion of west half of Section 34 of Township 4 South, Range 3 east of the Gila and Salt River Base and Meridian, Pinal County, Arizona. Open for discussion and action.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members, another member, a new member, Peter Margoliner, is our assistant planner to the City of Maricopa. He joined our team in January, but actually interned with the city a year prior, and just recently graduated from Arizona State University as well. So earned his way through internship, earned his way as a position of assistant planner. Go ahead and introduce him to the City Council, City of Maricopa, and the rest of the team. With that, I'll let Peter go ahead and present you the item.
Okay, thank you. Welcome, Peter.
Mayor, Vice Mayor,
we won't bite you.
council members, thank you. So staff requests that council approve the rezone for parcels 510-120-14 DE, and parcel 512-354-190. As you can see from the aerial, these are located just west of Copper Sky on the southeast corner of Bowling Road and 347. These are the current zoning or land use designations for the subject parcels. The northernmost parcels are CB2 general commercial, and the bottom parcel is currently zoned transitional TR. These land designations come from our old zoning code. And with the approval of the rezone, they would go to mixed-use general, all parcels would. So this is what the proposed zoning would go. Notification letters were mailed out to all property owners within 300 feet of the subject site. Sign postings were posted on the subject site. And an ad was posted on local newspapers, the Monitor and the Casagrande Dispatch. As you can see, we're at the end of our timeline here. So pending your approval, this will be completed. This zone change is consistent with our general plan.
The change in land designations will help us achieve the balance of uses desired by the city and will promote growth of the city. Staff recommends that the commission approve the rezone. Any questions?
Questions? No questions? Okay. May I have a motion?
Move.
Moved by Councilmember Brown.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Vitiello. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Got to do roll call.
Councilmember Manfredi?
Yes.
Councilmember Vitiello?
Yes.
Councilmember Brown?
Yes.
Councilwoman Gussie?
Yes.
Mayor Price?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Wade?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. And moving forward then to item 9.4, ordinance 1912. This is an ordinance by the Mayor and City Council of the City of Maricopa, Arizona, approving and adopting an amendment to the city's zoning map to zone certain property described in zoning case ZON 1903 for approximately 4.75 acres of land, generally located on the northeast corner of White and Parker Road and Bolin Road, within the City of Maricopa Incorporated limits. The parcel of land is situated on a portion of the west half of Section 3-0 of Township 4 South, Range 4 east of the Gila and Salt River Basin Meridian, Pinal County, Arizona. It's open for discussion and action.
Great, thank you.
Peter, you're back.
Once again, staff requests that council approve this rezone for parcel 502-03012H, which is part of City Center. So as you can see, it's located just south of us here at City Hall. This is the current land use designation for the entire City Center parcel. Pending the approval of this rezone, the area shown above will change to PI, public institution. Just some site history. This was previously part of the Neely Family Farms, and I believe in '01 it was rezoned to TR transitional, and then there was a PAD applied as well. Yeah, so now we'd like to rezone it for the new library. Once again, we're at the end of our timeline here, so pending your approval, this will conclude the rezone. For this case, we decided to expand the area of notification letters. We normally go up to 300. Decided to go up to 900 feet this time, just to reach more residents, make it more, help the residents be more informed. Once again, sign postings were posted on the property, and a newspaper ad was taken out for the Maricopa Monitor and Casa Grande Dispatch. Conditions for approval: this will be consistent with the general plan. The district boundary change will help us achieve the land use balance we'd like to see here in the city and help develop the city in the way we all want to see. Staff recommends that that City Council approve this rezone. Any questions?
Yeah. Go ahead. During the public meeting, was there any opposition to this? I'm just curious. Yeah, I didn't think there would be. And good job today on your presentations. I think Rudy owes you a beer sometime in the next week or so for putting you up there and making you do them. But great job. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Peter. Thank you very much, Mr. City Manager, as well, for giving the direction and guidance that you have. And it's nice to see the city continuing to grow in a smart and manageable fashion. The things that we need, it's going to be nice to be able to have a library and be able to retool the current library for use by organizations that need space as well. So it's, if you had any doubts about whether or not Maricopa was progressing in a positive way, I hope you allay those fears right now. We're definitely moving forward in a very nice way, so.
Motion to approve,
Yep.
President?
Yes, ma'am. So if no other questions, all those in favor, excuse me, do we have a motion to approve? Thank you, Councilwoman, any second? Second. There's motion by Councilwoman Gussie and second by Councilmember Brown. All those in favor, excuse me? Roll call.
Councilwoman Gussie?
Yes.
Councilmember Brown?
Yes.
Councilmember Vitiello?
Yes.
Councilmember Manfredi?
Yes.
Mayor Price?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Wade?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. That does it for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Moving to item number 10, executive session, there is none. So we'll move to item number 11, adjournment.
Second.
Move to second adjournment. All those in favor? Aye. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening, everybody. Drive safe. See you down the hallway here, looking at the art.
Yeah, make sure to check the arts.
Be sure to check out the art.